Hey, big salute to everybody in the UGC. Y'all take the time, go to the homepage, click the channels tab, and subscribe to everybody listed there under the UGC click, man. I want to take some time to defend and back up Gary Russell. I've been seeing him getting a lot of, I feel unfair criticism when it comes to what he's done in the sport of boxing. A lot of people feel like he's not active enough. We talked about this on my live stream yesterday, where a lot of people feel like he's inactive. Shout out to D Jefferson, he felt like he's inactive. And then we kind of came to his defense and talked about how Gary Russell does have bad hands, kind of like Floyd Mayweather. So, Gary Russell fights like maybe once or twice a year. Of course, we gave Floyd Mayweather a pass because he was Floyd Mayweather. A lot of people don't want to give Gary Russell a pass because they don't feel like he's done enough in the sport. But here's a situation where you got a fighter who's trying to do everything that he can possibly do in the sport, and you cannot force other fighters to fight this guy. Same thing when I look at Bud Crawford. He's done already a tremendous amount in this sport, but he wants to do more. And it's not his fault that the opponents that he wants to fight don't want to step up and fight him. Gary Russell's been calling for pretty much for everybody. Anybody in and around his division, he's been calling them out. This guy has only one loss, which is to Lomachenko, and since then he's come back and he's become champion once more. He's called out Lomachenko again for a rematch, and he's called out Tank Davis, saying that when he come up, he want that smoke up there, and whoever else he's called out. And I think that we spend a lot of time just criticizing certain fighters, like, especially on the PBC side, because majority of them don't really care about legacy. They don't care about fighting the best competition. But Gary Russell is, he's one of them fighters that, he definitely wants to prove that he's the best. And you got to fight the best to be considered the best. So, I want to come to the defense of Gary Russell because, when you look on that other side of the street, clearly there ain't too much more that they got. I wish they would put more money behind this guy, because Gary Russell is good for boxing, and he's good for that PBC side, but it seems like the PBC side's agenda is more geared towards these guys that love to, get these new anklets and choker chains every paycheck. The ones that's going to appeal more to the younger crowd, I guess. Ones that's going to wear the skinny jeans, dance, and be shiny and stuff. Like, y'all got to understand what type of agendas that PBC are pushing over there. Not just in boxing, but just in general, man, for the people that view them. A lot of them got mind control over y'all. Y'all just praise a lot of the moistest shit. And next thing you know, you're going to have your little sons dressing like Lil Tank, and thinking that this shit is cool because they niggas make millions of dollars. A lot of shit ain't cool just because a motherfucker make millions of dollars. Gary Russell, he carries himself like a grown man. He ain't out here doing a bunch of moist stuff from what I've seen. And seems like he got a good family relationship, and it seemed like even after he's done fighting, man, he gonna do some good things, positive things in his community, for the culture. And those are the type of fighters you need to get behind, man. Guys that actually care about their community, guys that actually want to prove that they are the best. And when you see these guys out in public, man, they're going to represent in the right way for the culture or for the city or whatever the case. So Gary Russell, definitely, man, I think we need to kind of just lay the heat off this guy and look at his credentials and look at what he's been trying to do, because you got other fighters that's not trying to do the same stuff that he's doing. And, I hope that, whatever, this PBC shit, but I just hope that somebody does right by Gary Russell. Hopefully he can find a new home somewhere, maybe, where he can actually get an opportunity to prove how good he is, against other top competition. And I will say this, that I give him a lot of credit for beating Jojo Diaz. I said this yesterday as well on live. I feel like Jojo has a really good chance of beating Tevin Farmer next year. That fight's supposed to go down. So it's just credit to Gary Russell, because even when I've seen him, experiencing adversity in that fight against Jojo Diaz, he made adjustments. And that's what champions do. He made adjustments and he got the victory. So There's a lot that we can learn from Gary Russell, and fighters like him, man, we gotta appreciate them while they're here because if not, man, we're gonna have more of an overload of a lot of these other guys that's on his side of the street with that moist shit. And the moist PBC moist belt is gonna be considered you know, promoted as a top belt, I'm sure, by them other side niggas. And the WBC and the PBC will be like a unification, So the sport PBC is dedicated to ruining the sport of boxing completely. And we got to keep our focus on the ones that are trying to keep the sport alive. But that's really all I got. I am the Black Horseman. Salute to everybody in UGC.